well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. How the heck are you? Oh my, oh my, oh my. And then here's a kitty over here. Yes, definite cat. How is everybody these days? I'm actually, um, I'm actually at the mic all by myself. So what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna say hi and yes, you. There's this kitty who is trying to grab for me here. Oh my, oh my. Why don't I try to get get the stuff going over here? What are you doing, honey? I don't know about some people's kittinesses. Do you know about the people's kittinesses? Oh my. Yes, Skits, definitely meow. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, let's go over here. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Now you get now you get a double dose of me. Oh my, oh my. Things are there, sort of. But as far as that goes, I can't complain too much. Oh my. I tried to go to physical therapy earlier today and they wouldn't let me in because uh, I had been in hospital last week. They wanted me to see my general practitioner. So I guess I'll have to do that and go from there or something like that. Try to figure out what's going on. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, I don't think there are any of you who didn't know. Yeah, I was in hospital for what was it, 3 days? Because I was having a bad reaction to gabapentin. What do you have here? Yeah, pretty much, honey. Either that or they're successful in getting me away from them. I can imagine they'd want that, right? I'll be here for a little while and then we'll see what goes. But yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Well, Skits, I was in hospital last week, and basically what happened was I had a bad reaction to the gabapentin I was put on for the neuropathic pain. So I guess I'm not going to be on that. I don't know what's going to happen then. I mean, I could use some stuff for the pain I'm in. I really could. And I have a mouthful of cat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Oh, distenemme tradu balakatetia. Daya kereste anche betonto yo corazono matradu. I have no idea what I just said. None. None at all. Yeah, absolutely. I like that. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know what happened to everybody, but that's okay. I mean, no big deal here. I'll um, I'll be on screen for a while here anyway. Honey, honey, there. You don't get yourself. This is interesting here. The cat is in the fourth dimension here. Well, actually, no. There are four dimensions, so she's going to be in the fifth. So, okay, if the kitty's going to be in the fifth dimension, then she's going to be singing about her beautiful balloon, right? Yeah, the cool kids, definitely. Oh my, but you talk about the cool kids. It was rather cool out there today. It was in the 50s here. And I do not like that. Okay, let's face it. I am no fan of autumn or winter. Um, After having spent a couple winters homeless, you learn very quickly to hate uh, to hate winter or autumn or anything like that. Give me perpetual summer. I mean, personally, I don't care if it would be 110. Um, oh, what do you have here? Okay, okay. Oh my. Let's see, a confrontation with Dr. McCoy? No, a consultation. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be good. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, so now I'm seeing the interior of the LEM broadcast. You don't get to see that very often, but here it is today, and we have a little bit of that. And Fly Me to the Moon, really and truly, and everything. Oh my, I just don't know anymore. But there you go. Oh, I just don't know. I'm not looking forward to the coming months. But what are you gonna do? I guess I have to put up with it because that's can't afford to leave the area. Oh, what do we have here? I want to see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Yes, gets. Oh, I remember those days when I used to do the karaoke thing. I did a better Sinatra than Sinatra, if I must say it myself. Oh, gee, I don't know, but one thing I can definitely say. What do we have over here? Perpetual summer would suck, but thanks climate change, the winter isn't that bad anymore. And Jackson, I guess, yeah, for those of you who like the cold, I just can't do the cold anymore. I really can't. I remember when I was, oh, I don't know, maybe 8 years old or something like that. I used to love the winter. Used to love to play in the snow and all that stuff. I just can't do it anymore. It's icky. But oh well, what are you gonna do? I suppose. Um, yeah, I would like I would like a perpetual summer. I really would. Um, or how about this? I've got an idea. How about 6 months of spring and 6 months of summer? So see, it's not a perpetual summer. Okay, would that work? Oh my. What do you have here? Yeah, thanks to climate change, I haven't had much snow. Okay. I forget where Izzy is, Jackson. Um, the way you're saying this, you haven't had much snow, so I take it you are accustomed to having the snozzle stuffs. But that's about all I can remember, and really don't need to go any further if you're not comfortable. You know what the heck. Um, it's been what do you have here? Salt Lake City. Ah, Dayu. Okay then. Good old good old Mormon capital of the world, huh? I have not been in. I have not been in Utah at all. Um, about the closest I've come to Utah is South Rim of the Grand Canyon. That was um, that was a great trip that I had. Many moons ago. I rather doubt I'll be able to get there again. Um, by reasons of cost. And besides, I don't get around much anymore because of health. Oh my. Gonna have to see how that goes. Um, I'd really like to be able to get out west again. Um, trying to remember the year that I was out there. Um, 80, 82, 83, something like that. What do you have here? Oh, okay. Bit north. I was going to ask, what did you turn into Ed Sullivan, into a Rocky Horror shoe? Oh man, your 30th. Wow. I've seen it once. Long, long time ago. I can still remember when Tim Curry played. No, huh? Oh my. Sometimes I think sometimes I think I'd like to try to run north, but I somehow don't think that Canada wants me. I mean, I would break them on medical costs. Jeez. What do you have here? Yeah, okay. Oh my. Yeah, my vision is improving um, because it's degrading. Um, okay, I'll get to stay in the call here. Diakerese Merigadonia Malacosto. Um, yeah, I'm short-sighted as well, but as I'm as I'm going, what do you want to call it? Farsighted. my vision is actually improving. And that's really strange the way that works. Oh my word, but I have to see what I can do. One thing I might want to try, just for the heck of it, if I spend a couple $100, gonna take a room at a hotel with a pool, and just spend a night or two in a decent place to stay. Oh my word, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Get to see NCG perform the Rocky Horror Show. Oh, I don't know. In a way, it's too bad that that's gone down the tubes. I still feel bad that it went down the. But what are you gonna do? I suppose. What you got on the egg thing? Yes, it would. It would be foo-foo, is what it would be, and I'm very foo-foo. Oh, jeez, but. Oh my! What would you folks like? What would you folks like to ask me? Let's open it up. Ask me anything. Oh, look who's here! Hi, honey.
Hello.
How is you? It so what?
Completely spaced that it's Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh my! It was a weird Wednesday. I was supposed to have a physical therapy appointment, and they wouldn't take me in.
Why not?
Because I had been in hospital, and they
Oh.
wanted me to clear clear it with my GP.
Oh.
First
Okay.
time, first time I'd ever heard about that one. What you
Hmm.
been up to, dear?
Oh, bunch of stuff. Well, allergy season is happening. I'd forgotten about it, so I got an air purifier and some generic Claritin.
Oh my, oh my.
It's helping. Fortunately, the Claritin stuff is non-drowsy, so uh, I didn't fall
Okay,
asleep.
okay then. I
Yeah.
I'd forgotten all about those. I used to have hay fever up the foo-foo
Uh,
when I was young, and yeah, it would be really bad right about now.
Yeah, well, I had forgotten about it, and I should have remembered. I'm sure there's a lot of things where eventually I'll be like, why the hell did I move back to Vermont? But
No.
oh, Blargety already have Tron 2.0, but thank you.
Oh, you did have that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's so much better than the movie, like the sequel that they tried to make, because it actually respects the original material.
Yeah, and yeah, knowing you, that's very important.
Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Oh my.
but yeah, I already have it, so thank you. Um, I don't know, not much else going on really. I spent a lot of today reading.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. That really does.
Um, it was reading.
Tayo korostu.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've read this book before, but it was so long ago I don't remember it. So, yeah. See, the thing is, one of my favorite authors is coming out with the next book in the series, and so I've been rereading the whole thing, except for one book that's terribly boring.
And unfortunately, that's the book that the whole series is pinned to, right?
Oddly enough, no, that book is utterly useless.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, it adds basically nothing to the story. So,
Oh my. Well. So maybe you can just set it aside and read around it.
Bloggerty, what's NCG? I don't know that acronym.
Oh, that's the New Covenant group. That's the
Oh.
people I worked with years ago.
Oh, I mean, I do like Rocky Horror. So, I mean, I used to go to the theater all the time. I've probably forgotten most of the callback lines, but they might come back to me. Now, left, right, arm thingies, yeah.
Oh,
That's from the Time Warp. Although I've seen people do different versions. I mean, the left and the right, yeah. But sometimes I've seen instead of arm thingies, people do in, out, like that, you know, or sometimes they alternate it from, you know, verse to verse. But yeah.
Oh my. So wait a minute. Are you still going to the NCG shows? I thought for a minute you weren't.
I've never gone as far as I know.
Well, I mean, Bloggerty here says we are organizing a Rocky Horror show.
Yeah. Well, of course, it also depends on when, because, you know, I have a few scheduled events.
Moo. Yeah, I don't know if Jones would want to look at me again.
Jones?
Yeah, the guy who runs it, the NCG.
I don't know who that is.
He's a self-proclaimed pastor.
Okay. You say so.
Moo.
The only Jones I knew who was in the community was DPR Jones, and he a little bit died a year or two ago.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, Michael W. Jones is the Jones I'm thinking of, and I don't know. I got the impression that he kind of liked the power trip of putting himself up as pastor, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
So, I mean,
what
I
do we
know
do?
more than a few people who love their power trips. Certain Steve McRae comes to mind. And while we're at it, Matt Dillacunty.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember you actually calling him a dick on his own show. Oops.
Yeah. And I mean, if they're gonna broadcast Rocky Horror, I mean, there's a lot of filthy language in the callback lines. You sure it won't get some sort of strike?
Oh, copyright if nothing else.
No, I just like, there isn't a lot of filth in the movie, but the callback lines, I mean, seriously.
Okay.
You've never been to live Rocky, have you?
No, not alive.
Yeah, it gets pretty X-rated.
The one I was to was a recording.
Well, what do you mean? No, I mean, like, have you been to the theater at midnight where everyone's yelling at the screen?
Well, this is with actual live people performing, right?
No. Well, I mean, sometimes, but no. I mean, there is a Rocky cast often, but what I mean is you've been to the theater where people are doing the callback lines, yes?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And you've heard some of the filth that comes out of people's mouths, yes?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm just saying, broadcasting that might get a profanity strike.
Yeah, what do they call them? Community strikes or some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
So, I mean, there's that. But I mean, I'm willing to participate if no one minds.
Yeah, Bloggerty says it can go off script. Yeah, definitely.
Well, not just off script. It can get a little blue.
Yes, yeah. Dato por la compatía te recuesta. I have no idea what I just said. Oh, and by the way, I did something I will have to remember to never do again earlier today. I had breakfast at Taco Hell.
I didn't know they serve breakfast.
Well, it wasn't actual breakfast. It was just one of their combos that I had for my first meal of the day because I was rather hungry, and unfortunately, it was $10 for a shitty burrito and a shitty taco.
Well, I mean, I kind of like Taco Bell for what it is. It's better than Taco Del Mar.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to remember what that is?
It's a restaurant similar to Taco Bell, but
Oh, okay,
it's like fish tacos, and I don't mean the fun kind.
Oh, darn you.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to picture, Mexican sushi, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Taco Bell is one of those places you go usually when you're like drunk off your ass after the club and you get a couple of taquitos or something. That it's not bad. I mean, it's like, well, when the good beer isn't there, PBR will have to do kind of, except with fast food.
Okay, but I found it to be just horribly overpriced.
Well, everything's overpriced these days.
Well, yeah, you've got a point. I mean, one shitty little taco and one shitty little burrito, and they set the pop machine to
The
deliver
what machine?
like
Don't you mean the soda machine?
yeah, the pop machine.
No, the soda machine.
But they had it set to deliver like 98% water. Bleh.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. But yeah, so the other thing was I spent something like $30 to go to this strip mall and not do what I went there to do.
watch the strippers?
I wish. Oh, I was there to get physical therapy, and then they wouldn't let me in. So
At a strip mall?
yeah.
Physical therapy at a strip mall. Maybe we're thinking of different kinds of physical therapy, because the only ones I've ever seen, like, anything like that at any kind of mall, it was like there's a chiropractor or a dude who does a massage while you're sitting on a lazy boy. I mean, it's never been, like a doctor bending your joints for you.
Oh my. Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry to hear her. Jenny's not feeling too good.
COVID stinks. You know what I did a couple of days ago? I got my COVID booster, the new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did not get sick for 3 days like I did with my second shot and my first booster. I was talking to someone, I think it might have been Dr. Ben, but I'm not sure, who was saying that the X factor seems to be how recently the vaccine was defrosted. If it's not defrosted enough, it'll hurt like a sumbitch going in, and you're likely to get sick. I asked the guy at the place where I got my shot this time, like how defrosted it was. He said, we defrosted it this morning. And much like my first shot, it didn't hurt going in, and I did not get sick. So if there's like another booster in the future, I'm going to insist on it being well defrosted.
Okay then. I forget how it went because I forget where I am in the list because I think I get these things earlier than most people do because I'm somewhat immunocompromised.
Well, I was not on a list. They actually, in the University Mall here in South Burlington, set up like a place that's just a walk-in. You know, you stand in a line and then they give you your jab. Like there's no, you're not prioritized kind of bullshit.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, so you don't have to sign up. You don't have to show anything other than your previous vaccine records.
Yeah, because I got my last couple of shots at the dialysis clinic. We all did, and mainly because of us, you know, being kidney compromised, basically.
Well, like I did eventually get COVID, got it from my stupid dad. And it was as bad as the 2 shots that knocked me on my ass for 3 days. It was almost exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do we have here? No use for that type of language. What type of language?
We seem to be on a bit of lag. Oh, bye, Jenny. Like, so I'm
Okay,
not
take
sure
care.
who said what.
Take care, Jenny. Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. And I've noticed that I have a tendency to casually swear a fair bit, so it's possible that I was the one, because I don't see anything in the chat that says, shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker. So,
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Bоже mой.
Yeah, I've actually been rewatching some Carlin as well, like while I'm working on animation and stuff, and I'm not doing lip sync, I'll put something on. I've been rewatching a lot of Carlin.
Oh man, I love his stuff. Really, it's ageless. It's timeless.
Well, it's funny some of the stuff that he said that turned out to be completely true.
Yes, isn't it?
Yeah. Like he was saying basically that a bunch of right-wingers were going to make life very interesting in a couple of years, and boy, howdy did they.
Yep. Oh.
Okay, if Jackson is only now talking about Taco Bell, our lag must be incredible.
Oh my, that's horrible.
Either that or he's late to the party, but still.
I don't know. Wait a minute here.
Interesting in a couple of years, and boy, howdy did they. Oh, I guess not that much lag.
Not that much, no.
Well, anyway.
No.
You've never seen the movie Demolition Man, I'm sure of that. But basically, Sylvester Stallone, he's a cop, and for a crime he basically didn't commit, he gets frozen as like a punishment, like cryogenically. And they like modify his behavior and shit. And they defrost him like pretty far in the future, although it's sort of now actually. And the world changed a lot. And it turns out that only one restaurant won the franchise wars, and so now every restaurant is Taco Bell, including the like super posh, expensive, pinky in the air when you're drinking wine or tea kind of places are all Taco Bell. It's pretty funny. Like, it's weird because Demolition Man, much like Paul Verhoeven's films, is kind of like social commentary couched in sci-fi. And it's maybe not prescient, but it certainly made a few good points about the world. So it's a pretty good movie. It's worth a watch. It's perhaps not as dark in tone as Verhoeven's work, but it's got a very similar flavor at times. Demolition Man did not suck, Jackson. Demolition Man was fucking awesome. I love it. It's a great flick. It had Dennis Leary in it before he managed to disgrace himself. It's got Wesley Snipes also before he managed to disgrace himself. He's been like 3 years in prison, Wesley Snipes did. It's got Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone, like I said.
How many years in prison did Bullock serve?
I don't think she ever served any.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well.
I don't think Stallone has either.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I still don't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Free seashells.
You'll have to see it.
I guess so.
I've never heard of Suffragettes 2050. I don't know what that is. I mean, I like Bruce Willis, but still.
Oh, my. Let's see
Never
what
heard of
happens.
it.
Suffr.
I remember a while back, like, you know, when people put out those bogus polls, you're like, do you want to ban hydrogen monoxide? Look how dangerous it is, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and there was one where someone's going around with a camera asking people whether or not they're for or against women's suffrage. Now, of course, suffrage sounds terrible, doesn't it? If you don't know what it is, it sounds a lot like suffering. You know, so a lot of people said, oh, hell yeah, I'm against that. You know, it's kind of like going around and asking people if they're for or against, like, should Arabic numerals be taught in school?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
surrogates, not suffragettes. Okay. Still don't know it, but still.
Oh, wait a minute. What is this? I'm not looking at that screen right now. Let's get this back up.
Apparently, spell correct changed surrogates into suffragettes.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, you know, that's kind of not fair because those are the words you don't learn in grammar school anymore.
Well, they don't have grammar school. It's elementary school. No one has grammar school. That's like a long ass time ago.
Yeah, it just feels like yesterday.
Well, I'm just saying, as grammar school is not a thing. Not anymore.
Well, that's where the male slimy bastard's mother went to school.
Yeah, but the term has changed. It's not grammar school, it's elementary school.
Well, no. So wait a minute. So grammar school isn't where grammar goes to school?
It's where you learn about the guy who played Frasier on Cheers. Kelsey Grammer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to remember. Isn't he a insufferable right winger?
I don't know. He probably is. He seems the sort, but I haven't even heard much from or about him except, like, he was in Toy Story 2 or 3, I forget which, 2. And that was the last time I heard of him, except for, like, Frasier ended before that, and that was it. But I really don't know anything about him after that. I haven't paid attention.
Moo.
He was also like a captain in one of the Star Trek movies, I think.
Oh my word! I didn't know he had gone to Juilliard school.
Okay.
Okay. Political party Republican. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Well, what you gonna do? Although I do take a little bit of heart. Like, I've seen a lot of, or at least one, Twitter accounts where it's like Republicans against Trump. You know, so it's like they're not all MAGA.
Yeah, which is.
Not that that makes them good, but it makes them so much better than that bad.
Yeah. It is kind of nice to have some against that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just apologize once again for having been a registered Republican some years ago.
I can't even imagine being that. I mean, at least not after the Southern strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was, well, let's put it this way. I was comfortable. What means wise. You know, I had enough to eat and didn't have to worry about scrounging for my means.
Well, I have that. I'm still a rabid and screaming lefty.
I guess I gave in to the comfort thing. It's easy to be, or easier to be a political hack when you have enough.
Okay, again, I have enough. I'm still a rabid and screaming lefty.
You did better than I did.
Well, maybe I'm just smarter.
Maybe.
Then again, maybe it's because I was raised by hippies.
That could be too. Yeah,
Well,
easily.
but actually, it's funny. I had to school my dad today on censorship
Huh.
because we somehow we got on the topic of censorship, and I remember how I was mentioning how as a child they tried to limit my intake of violent fiction, and how that kind of pissed me off, and that sort of led to censorship. And Dad was like, "Well, we should censor, some of the lies coming out of the right wing." And I'm like, "You can't, though, not without being a hypocrite. There can't be a double standard."
Right.
You
Yes.
know? And like he understood and he kind of agreed, but it was like, but how do we mitigate the influence of like Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones? And I'm glad Rush Limbaugh's dead, but him too. All of that stuff. I was like, well, I guess you just got to keep feeding people the truth and hope it sinks in. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Well,
You know?
do a Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I mean, teach your children, really.
Okay, you're gonna have to be a lot more specific.
Oh, there was a song that group put out called "Teach Your Children."
Oh, okay. I don't know it.
Uh,
Um, yeah, it's like, I mean, you can't censor people like that. It's as bad as book burning, for fuck's sake, or book banning even. I mean, you know what
yeah.
they've been doing? They've been banning all those books lately in red states.
Yes.
Like, what the hell? But we can't do the same thing. We can't.
No, and the way I'm looking at it, it's more poignant, at least as I see it, when you get it from their own mouths, from their own pages.
Okay, I don't know what you mean.
When you get the garbage, when you hear their garbage from them and not somebody else telling you what they're saying, if that makes any sense.
Well, that makes sense, but not the it's more poignant part.
Oh, I'm saying it hits harder. At least I'm thinking it hits harder.
To whom?
To the person who's hearing about it, being, to the non them that's hearing about what they're saying from their own mouths instead of
Okay,
from.
there's way too many undefined who's and they's in there.
Oh, let's see. How do I want to rephrase it? When you're hearing one of the far right saying this stuff themselves, rather than a lefty describing it, because it's so much easier just to ignore the lefty. They're complaining about whatever they're talking about.
Well, what absolutely knocks me out are the like the Republican, the right winger, the MAGA even, who like absolutely are against anything the left stands for, right up until it applies to them.
Yeah.
You get that right winger who's rabidly pro-life, rabidly anti-abortion, blah de blah de blah, then all of a sudden needs an abortion.
Yes.
And you
Mhm.
watch them do a complete 180.
Yep.
You know?
Oh my. And as far as that goes, it's very likely that they don't have to go through the garbage that the non-right person has to go through, because they can skip some of the things that the right winger can get away with.
Huh?
Um, I'm thinking that it's easier for the right winger to get some things that the rest of us can't.
Why would it be easier?
Because they would know the right lawmakers and all this other stuff.
We're not talking about the same thing, I think.
Okay.
You know, if you get just your average Republican or MAGA voter, ordinary citizen on the street, who's against, reproductive freedom, then all of a sudden gets accidentally pregnant or raped or something, and suddenly
Okay.
wants to get rid of that pregnancy, well, they're stuck in a red state just as much as anyone else.
Yeah,
But you will
okay.
suddenly see their politics on that particular matter change because, way, hey, it affects them.
Okay, yeah, I think I get it. I think
So it's like they don't have more access. They just all of a sudden realize how full of shit they've been. And they may not even realize that part. They may just go, well, it's okay for me. Because I mean, there is no part of a Republican's mindset that notices a double standard and gives a shit about it.
Yeah, true, true.
So, I mean, yeah.
Dayu Korostu. I just don't know. What gets me is it's so easy for those folks out there to not see themselves voting against their own interests.
Yeah, well, a lot of them don't even know it's against their own interests. A lot of them think it's exactly the right thing to do, that it should, that's how the world ought to be. I mean, that is the big problem, I think, with the right wing, is they have a mental image of what at least the country should be like. And anyone who disagrees, well, they should just be brought in line with their vision.
Yeah, okay, what's happening here? That little thing is going around and around and around. Are we disconnected from the rest of the world out there? Now, what do we have here with Gravewalkers? Gravewalker says, as you said, how can you control and manipulate what others think? You can't. My IQ hilariously blows your away. You want the impossible. I don't know. I can't say, I can't necessarily rate anybody as higher or lower on the IQ scale, although there are some people who help the rating along, and definitely without what's the word I'm looking for? Without compliment.
Well, see, here's the thing, Gravewalkers, abortion is not murder. I'm sorry, but it's not. And I'm sick and tired of right-wingers, especially people like S.J. fucking Thomason, who go around saying baby for everything, including embryos and fetuses and all of that shit. It's always meant to tug at the heartstrings. It's always meant to make people go, oh, look at the cooing little newborn. And she'll go, well, it's human, and it's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have a brain. It has no self-awareness. At best, it's potential. And it's not, and again, it doesn't even matter. It does not have the right to use someone else's body. Everyone has the right to not be pregnant if they want it. Right. Abortion is not murder.
Well, that whole thing there is just to put the pro-choice person on the defensive, because the pro-choice person obviously does not want to be taken as callous and not respecting life, if you will. But
why do I care? Are you kidding me? It's someone's body. They get to choose what happens to and in it. That's why I care.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, the person obtaining the abortion is more easily shown to be a a real, a life,
A sentient being.
Thank you. That's what I was after. Yes, 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 yes.
They have thoughts, they have self-awareness, they have a personality. And that is what makes a person, is a personality.
Yes, yes.
And Gravewalkers, we're not talking about a life that's on or off. We're talking about someone's body that has something going on in it that they don't want. Everyone has the right to say, this is my body, and I can take anything out of it I feel like.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember who it was very recently that was talking about parts and stuff. If I found someone who matched me perfectly for a kidney, but that person didn't want to give up the kidney to keep me going, I have no right to demand it.
Well, I mean, when you donate a kidney, you're a hero. You donate 5 and you're a psychopath who
Yeah,
needs counseling.
yeah. Oh my.
But seriously, the topic can only begin when there's a life to take? Bullshit. The topic can only begin when there's a pregnancy. It has nothing to do. See, you're the one trying to make it about life. It's not about life. It's about this is my body. And nothing gets to use it if I say no.
Right. And then there's this cat.
See, that's the thing, is the Republicans, the right-wingers, the so-called pro-lifers want us to have the conversation they want us to have. They
Yes.
want to control the topic. They
Mhm.
want to decide what it's all about. Well, stuff it.
Yeah,
We're not
absolutely.
having the conversation your way. This is about the person who is pregnant, not the fetus or the embryo that's there against their will. That's, oh God, you want us to go to, this is a
Oh,
channel of
no.
atheists, you jackass.
No, I don't want to talk to you twice, okay? I mean, every believer creates its own God.
Okay, God didn't put anything in someone, another human did. Oh, most call it a miracle. It's not magic. Okay, a miracle is magic. And pregnancy is not magic. Conception is not magic. Oh, please, have you ever heard of rape? Of course someone might have made you spread your legs, but it doesn't matter. You don't get to have an 18-year fucking punishment for like a couple of minutes of pleasure. I'm sorry, but you don't. And it doesn't even matter. It's not your choice. It is not your choice what someone else does with their body. And if there's a pregnancy going on in someone's body and they don't want it there, it's their choice.
Yeah, Bloggerty, yeah, I was letting it go on and letting Gravewalkers dig his own hole as far as that goes. I don't know if that's what I should have been doing or not, but thanks, Jackson, for doing the timeout on that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, Gravewalkers was a bit of a piece of shit there, to put it mildly. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Hiding, unhiding, hiding, unhiding.
I think me and Jackson there are trying to do the same thing and undoing what each of us is doing.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, okay.
But regardless.
Oh, yeah, Bloggerty, definitely. I mean, he tried pulling stuff on me more than once. Oh, Purple, hi, honey. Oh, my, some of those arguments that Jones and I used to get into, that was amazing.
I'm glad I don't know this Jones person.
Yeah, he maintained steadfastly that he wasn't a Christian. He was lying.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and take your word for it.
Oh my! And then there's this kiddiness over here. I'm gonna have to open that box and get the skillets out of there. But that's
Actually,
another.
Purple, that's a very good question. I don't know where. Oh, you know what? I bet Mage is in the middle of a fucking hurricane.
Yeah, that's easy to believe.
I mean, did you know they actually like postponed the next January 6th hearing for this hurricane? I'm not sure why.
I did not know that. No.
I can only assume that they're like, well, if the people in Florida can't see it, then no one can see it. But regardless, yeah, I was looking forward to watching that today, and well,
Well, I don't know, Bloggerty, because he and I had some exchanges, and he was going on about the southern border some years ago. We got into a couple of arguments. Yeah, I like the
yeah,
I like the arguing with the theists there and
the yeah, the cheese grater toilet paper.
yeah.
I mean, it's amazing how useful that image is. You can caption it with so very many things.
Yes, yes. Many much.
But I mean, I haven't looked at any of the footage of this hurricane, but everything makes it sound pretty nasty.
I've been seeing some of it, and yeah, ooh, it looks bad.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned for some of our people. I mean, Momnado and Tornado are in the thick of it.
You know, I haven't heard from them in months. They just never seem to come to the show anymore.
Oh,
And they haven't been to movie night in fucking ages.
so they haven't been there either. Oh my.
No. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know. I tried calling. I tried calling today, and nobody answered the phone. And I'm figuring that yeah, they're probably the hell out of Dodge because they're sitting right under Ian at this point.
Yep.
But I thought I would try anyway just to see what was up. Don't worry.
Well, oh well, what you gonna do, I guess.
When they come for you.
You know, Vermont has been very rainy lately. Fortunately, the clouds are dark, so it's not like Seattle.
Okay then.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna do some severe damage, honey. You want me to throw you a link?
No, well, I mean, you can, but Purple said there's some sort of work going on.
Oh, okay. Tayo
Chores
pasto.
in the kitchen. So, I mean, throw a link, sure, but I think it will do no good.
Moo. Oh my. Yeah. You were
Well, that's
there.
not going to work. I'm smarter than everyone else.
There you go. You
More
were there
humble,
for
too.
you were there for some of those exchanges, weren't you, Bloggerty, when Jones was going on and on about the southern border and I'm trying to say, you know, that we don't need the whole build up, and we don't. But I don't know.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't understand how immigration works in this country. Because, you know, all I ever hear out of right wingers is, you know, come here legally. And then they block almost every path to come here legally, you know?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it's like, but if you come here illegally, I mean, technically being on our soil means you're protected by the Constitution. But I don't know what the path to citizenship is. And it just seems like the rules change every half second, or they're so unclear that I don't know how they work even to begin with. I don't understand the whole immigration debate in this country, except everything I know is that right wingers don't want people coming into this country, especially if they're brown.
Well, there's the whole thing, yeah. And this, I think, is planned on their part, where got to make access that much more difficult to the brown people without making it look like they're making it that much harder,
Well,
especially
it's
to each
not
other.
like anyone's patrolling the Canadian border, is it?
There you go, and I would say that many times to Jones and stuff like that, and just didn't get through.
Well, I bet it did get through, but he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I
I
can
mean, like
accept
I say,
that.
right wingers, everything I've seen out of them is they have a very specific vision of the country and they're going to force it on us by any means necessary. The idea of live and let live is not part of their makeup.
You're right, right. Oh my, it amazes me that just simply seeing something you don't want to see can trigger such terrible action out of people.
I mean, I'm not sure I can define the vision they have because saying Norman Rockwell doesn't really work anymore.
Right, right.
But I mean, that is kind of what they want. I mean, how many of them have said this is a Christian nation, the church should, move the government, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, fuck off. I mean, you have fellow citizens who don't want to live the way you want us to live.
It amazes me that we actually have people in government who are in favor of a Christian theocracy. They're not afraid to say this.
Yeah,
Uh,
Purple, I don't mean guards at the border like, when you're crossing. I mean like there's nobody watching the more covert places the way they are in Mexico with Mexico. Where it's like you'll get the people who are trying to cross illegally by sneaking under a fence somewhere or jumping from bush to bush.
yeah,
Like we're not talking about people taking a highway here.
yeah, and it's amazing how easy it is to sneak across, if you will, especially say in Texas and Arizona.
Well, what was funny to me was there was a wall, or at least a section of a wall, and someone just got like a 2x4 and everyone
Yeah,
climbed up it.
yeah.
There's footage of this, of people just easily circumventing. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh my
It's,
gosh, yeah, like the Latinos are going to steal people's jobs. How many people are signing up, white people are signing up to clean houses and pick fruit all day?
yeah, huh?
Take their jobs. I mean, seriously, it's like most of the jobs that the people who are immigrating from the South want or are willing to take are things white people won't quote unquote lower themselves to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my.
I mean, geez.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
amazing that the people who are bent over all day picking radishes have nothing to worry about their job security because the white U.S. born maggots don't want those jobs. They wouldn't take them for anything. The impression I get is that they wouldn't take those jobs were they starving.
Well, I mean, like you've seen the footage of the human conveyor belt, right?
Wait, which one?
Well, here, let me just do it.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, but Oh yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine doing that all freaking day.
Right.
And now imagine a right winger, a maggot, deciding to do this job. Bullshit.
Right. Not happening.
Fucking bullshit, dude. So yeah.
Oh my.
I can only imagine what it must be like going home after that. You know what I mean? Like your arms have to be killing you. So you're probably still feeling the motion, not to mention your feet killing you.
Yes.
I mean, jeepers. But what you gonna do?
No, wait a minute. What do we have here? Bloggity says, well, yeah, the word homosexuality didn't appear in Bibles until 1946. Yeah, yeah. Uh, what I'm seeing is the right wingers are creating the world they want to go back to. In other words, the world they want to go back to never existed except in their own fantasies.
Well, there is that too. Well, and I mean, part of like, well, let's just say the word fascism is like a notion that there was a time when your people were in power and now it's been stolen from you and you need to take it back. You have a destiny. You are the people who were, like, well, I hate to say chosen, but you are the ones who are superior to all and you should be ruling the world. But someone somewhere has usurped your position and you must take it back. That's part of the fascist mindset. And it's not exclusive to fascism. It's definitely a right-wing idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's the thing, is fascism comes with a whole bunch of different, well, forgive me, facets.
Okay, yeah.
And like if you drew a Venn diagram of right-wing ideas, there'd be overlap, but it's not necessarily fascism. And that's the thing, is I don't like the way certain words get muddled to where you just use it, like to describe people you disagree with, or just because it makes people sound evil, to the point where you can't use it anymore to mean what it originally meant.
Right, right.
I mean,
Oh my.
we had that conversation a while back with Kitty about the term friend zone. There was a time it wasn't an incel thing. It was, I asked you on a date, you said no, can't we just be friends? So, oh well.
Okay
It was not
then.
necessarily even propositioning someone for sex. It was just, hey, I'd like to initiate a romantic relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
was turned down.
Yeah.
But now you can't say the term anymore because people won't know what the fuck you mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Purple. Isn't that amazing though the way that worked? That you had, well, I don't know if it was amazing or not because the California farmers who were supporting Trump were the people who held the assets rather than worked them, right?
I've been hearing about some laws. I forget if it's here or somewhere else, but laws where it's like supermarkets and fast food places, when their food is about to go bad, hasn't quite yet, but is about to, they have to give it to the homeless.
Yes, I've heard about that sort of thing, and I mean, it's not the most palatable food out there, but it is food, and I rather like
Well,
that.
well, and I mean, the expiration dates on food are like, it's not, it will be bad after this date. In fact, a lot of food will last weeks or even months past its best buy date.
Right, right.
But, I mean, not everyone knows that. But if they get rid of something after its best buy date, it's very edible.
Yeah, and it's also a what's the word I'm looking for? You take it off your income tax.
A write-off.
Thank you. That's what I was after. Um, so it's a win-win if you will.
Hmm. I don't know. It's along similar lines. I say we start taxing the stupid churches. Thank
Oh,
you.
absolutely. Yeah, if they want to get into politics, okay, they can pay their way.
I mean, maybe if some of them would indulge in a hell of a lot more charity, like, say, a Joel Osteen mega church, if they engaged in real charity, and if he didn't have like 5 or 6 yachts and houses,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe we could give them a tax break.
yeah.
But when it's clearly, when they have a stadium and they're not giving enough to charity, I'm sorry, but you need to be taxed.
Yeah, Shadow Kitty, I definitely agree with that idea. Shadow Kitty says Twinkies will last forever, but they are never edible.
That's actually bullshit. Twinkies do not last forever. That's an urban myth.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, they last a long time. I will say
And
that
I'm
much.
sorry, they are indeed edible. I enjoy Twinkies. I like them.
I forget the last time I had one. I think the last Twinkie I had, I think I had it voluntarily. Um, I wasn't spitting it out if I remember correctly, so there's
Well,
that.
although, you know what's really foul is for a while there, and I don't know if they're still making it, they had Twinkies breakfast cereal. And I
Oh
tried a
yeah.
box, and I swear it tasted like cake frosting. It tasted exactly like vanilla cake frosting.
That's probably mostly what it was.
Well, no, the cereal didn't actually have Twinkie filling in it. It was just flavored like Twinkies, but otherwise it was, like sort of vaguely cylindrical, corn bits.
Okay, okay.
But it tasted just like cake frosting, and I'm not even kidding. It's kind
Oh
of the way
my.
they make, mac and cheese Cheetos style, and it tastes just like Cheetos. It's just pasta instead of the puffed corn they use.
Okay then. Oh
Like, I mean,
my.
it tastes exactly like Cheetos. It's clear they made like a mac and cheese out of the same flavor formula.
Okay, okay.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Cheetos. It's just a little weird, especially since it's a color orange that clearly glows under a black light.
Oh, I don't know. Is it that it glows under a black light, or does it glow all by itself? Because it's radioactive. I don't know.
Uh, I
Oh,
don't remember Snickers milk, no.
yeah, I've seen it out there. I think I've seen it very recently.
I have to admit, I do have a vague fondness for nougat.
Okay, okay. I cannot see anything all that wrong with that.
Now, you know what I'd actually really like is if I could get nougat without it being surrounded by chocolate.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
find that the chocolate is often a drawback. Like, I'd love to have a Three Musketeers bar without the Musketeers, you
Uh-huh.
know?
Okay.
But, same thing with like, I actually really like toffee, like a Heath bar.
Okay. Okay. I'm not that much a fan of it, but I will eat it if it's there.
But I'd love to have it without the chocolate.
Okay, I have found a couple nougat recipes.
Oh, I'm not making my own. I'd screw that right the hell up. But I mean, also, I really shouldn't be eating that much of it. It's just I like it. I mean, I like chocolate too. Don't get me wrong, but chocolate is kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I don't want it.
Okay, I can believe. Yeah, I can go with that. Um, the one I like, and I haven't done it in a very long time because it would probably kill me with all the phosphorus and everything else. The Reese cups. You've got the chocolate with
The peanut butter cups, yeah.
the the peanut butter filling. I would make that for myself from let's see, peanut butter and what do you have here? All stuff. Okay. Yeah, there
Well,
you,
Fogarty was saying I want Oreo without it's not a biscuit, it's a cookie.
yeah.
But yeah, I do not know. Oh, well, I'm seeing something here. It says Adam the creator with periods in between the words. I'm imagining that someone, photoshopped this. I don't think it's real.
Okay, okay. But yeah, with I'm trying to remember. Okay, peanut butter and powdered sugar are the ingredients I would put into this thing. And oh my God, I could eat too much of that stuff.
Wait
And
a minute. Oh. Yeah, actually, that's spelled Hoid, not Hoyd. I never heard of it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But I see, because I photoshopped this one, the lasagna Oreo.
Okay, yeah.
I have had some of the best reactions to that photo. Just, the ah, just people like, oh my God, that's foul. Tell me it's not real. I've really enjoyed those reactions.
Oh, this is amazing. I just was looking at the questions that turn up on the Google search pages. Somebody actually allegedly asked, is nougat a healthy snack?
Of course not. And if it was, I wouldn't eat it.
There you go. There you go. Artisan nougat, however, is made with fine ingredients that are better for you than cheaper sweeteners and flavorings. What?
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is a nougat made of?
It's funny to me how many things you can't get without chocolate around it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, unless you buy caramel topping for, like ice cream sundaes, find me caramel without chocolate.
Right, right.
Things like that. It's just weird.
Dieta Canavera Costoya.
Well, you want to know the sign, aside from all the anti-religion videos I've made, the best sign I have that I'm the Antichrist is that I actually enjoy both candy corn and circus peanuts.
Oh my word.
Oh,
You're the Antichrist.
I just said that.
Yep. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. Well, but see, the way I see it, more for me.
Okay, you can have it all.
know.
Oh my word. I cannot remember the last time I had one of those. What are you doing here?
I've actually had a very hard time finding circus peanuts.
I don't remember the last time I saw any. Really, I don't. And I remember them. I remember the way they tasted, and it was not altogether unlike drywall.
Well, someone tell me that they're not just basically marshmallows.
I think they're marshmallows with all the air sucked out.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're clearly marshmallows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Weird. I have something set up that, if someone mentions Bionic Dance online somewhere, I get an alert. And I don't know, it just seemed to be my Twitter page. I don't know, it was weird.
Oh my! When did you last get a notification?
Just now.
Oh, okay.
But, it doesn't happen all that often. I'm not really sure how it works exactly, because I'm quite certain I get more mentions than that thing says.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it trawls the internet for mentions of me, but, every now and then I get an alert. There have been a couple of times when I've gotten alerts where it's not even about me. Like someone out there comes up with a techno song or some EDM or something, and they just decide to call it Bionic Dance. They've never met me. They just think it's dance music and it's electronic, so yay, Bionic. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's sort of it. I've never tried to hit them with a copyright or trademark thing, but maybe I should.
I don't know. Yeah, what would happen if you tried to register your name?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, nobody's done it, but I could certainly show precedent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, Shadow Kitty. I didn't remember that. Okay, it makes sense though.
Yeah. Do you remember a candy bar called a Sky Bar?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. For those who don't know, it was separated up into 4 sections. And it was like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and I think caramel or
I
something
think
like that.
so. Yeah.
Let
Sort
me
of
see if
like
I
a
can get some
Neapolitan
pictures.
candy bar with caramel added in.
Well, I don't think it was strawberry, I guess. Maybe it was peanut butter instead of strawberry, but it's been so long since I've seen one. Oh, hello, Lapsander.
Meow.
Oh, you want pettings, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But here we go. Yeah, okay, caramel, vanilla, peanut, and fudge.
Oh my, oh my.
Sky Bar. I don't know if they still make them, but if they do, I wouldn't know where to get one. You'd probably have to order it online.
Wouldn't be surprised.
There's a
Let's see.
lot of things you can't just find in brick and mortar stores anymore, but they still exist. They're still out there. Either
Yeah.
that or you have to have them imported.
Where to buy Sky Bar candy? All right. Let's see what we've got.
Oh.
Jeez, man.
Hmm?
Sky Bar candy bar, 24 count, $45.95.
Yowza.
Yeah, it's a little bit there. Oh, look at the kitten.
Yeah, he's all curled up and cute. Oh. Did you see the video I posted of him playing catch with his kitty treats?
Yes, I saw that.
He's gotten quite good at it. It's very cute. Because I found out he could do it accidentally. I dropped a kitty treat from height, and he just went glomp, and I was like, really? And so I started doing it some more, and he's got skills.
I don't know. He's an amazing kitten.
He really is. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a good kitty and pretty awesome. Although occasionally obnoxious.
Okay, well.
But
that
what
works
cat
too.
isn't really?
Yeah, true.
Most cats have those obnoxious moments.
And for some, they come one after another and turn into a month.
So
Oh,
he's not the biggest fan of having the under of his chin rubbed, but the sides he likes. Columbia likes all of it, although she seems to revel in having a hand going up and down under her chin. She really likes it. I don't know, it's weird. Like, I would imagine a cat would be very protective of their throat, but no, Columbia likes her neck rubbed from the underside.
moo, moo.
It's funny, I looked up Sky Bar and I find a lot of bars that are at the tops of skyscrapers.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's a Sky Bar. Mm-hmm.
no.
That
So when I was in Seattle, I almost went up to the top of the Space Needle till I discovered that it was like $35 for admission or something. Might have been 15. I don't know, but it was unacceptable how much they wanted to ride up that elevator. You know, and that wasn't even to eat at the restaurant. That was just to go up into the observation part.
Jesus Christ, that's horrible.
Yeah, they really fleece the tourists, don't they?
Yeah.
It's funny. I lived there for like 20 years. Never went up the Space Needle ever, not once.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I mean, I spent half my life in Cleveland and never went up the Terminal Tower.
Well, I mean, it's funny because there's a lot of you're not a real Seattleite unless or if. You know, like real Seattleites do not use umbrellas. Doesn't matter how much it's drizzling out, you do not use an umbrella if you're really from Seattle.
Okay.
You know, you're not truly from Seattle unless you've worked at Starbucks, Microsoft, Amazon, or Boeing. You have to have worked for at least one of those to be truly considered from Seattle. I've actually worked for two of them.
Okay, then.
I've never worked for Starbucks. I've never worked for Boeing, but Microsoft and Amazon, yep.
Moo.
You know, there's lots of things like that. And I think true Seattleites don't ride up to the top of the Space Needle. I think we just don't.
I can understand.
So, there's just lots of, I mean, I think every town has something like that just about.
Probably. I mean, are you a legal Pittsburgher if you've never been to a Steelers game and don't want to go to one?
I don't know about that part, but I don't know. There were a couple of times I went to various games in Seattle, baseball, soccer, whatever, just because a friend had a ticket, a spare ticket, and was like, "Want to go?" And I'm like, "I'll spend time with my friend," but I didn't really care about the game, you know?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my. Now, I was to only one Browns game, and the only reason I was ever to that game was because it was free. It was part of a package when my wife and I were shopping for a site for convention site.
Okay.
But yeah, it was. I'm not a football person.
Well, I mean, again, with the whole I worked for Microsoft thing, I worked as an Xbox tester, and for a week I had to play NFL Fever 2002. So, after a while, I started to sort of appreciate the game a little bit. I still don't understand formations. I don't know what the hell a nickel defense is or a dime defense or any of that shit. But I mean, I started to kind of enjoy the game in its own way, and so every year I watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and what is it again? You decide who to root for based on the helmets?
Yep, how much I like the helmet art.
Okay.
I used to be right a lot, but now it's about 50-50.
Oh my! And you've probably never picked. Well, no. Of course, you wouldn't pick a Cleveland helmet because Cleveland's never been in the Super Bowl. But besides that,
If you say so,
I mean,
I'll just go ahead and take your word for that.
50 some Super Bowls since the beginning of it, and yeah, Cleveland's never been there at all.
I don't know. It's funny. Like I remember trying to figure out a way to express my feelings on patriotism, and the way I did it, I was like, it's being a patriot is kind of like saying you root for the local sports team just because you happen to live nearby,
Okay.
and for no other reason.
Yeah.
So I don't really get patriotism just as like I'm obligated to like where I was born. I don't get that.
Oh my, that sounds like the male slimy bastard. Because there were some times where he would say, okay, the two teams are playing today, and one of them is the Steelers, so of course you're going to root for them, right? And it's like, what's wrong with you? And he'd yell at me because I wasn't supporting the local team, the home team. And, number one, I didn't like football all that much. I still don't. And there's nothing that mandates that I prefer the team whose headquarters is down the street from me,
I don't know. I if I had to pick a professional sport to like, it would probably be football.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm not a fan of soccer, especially since it seems like they score one goal per game. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
as opposed to basketball where they score like hundreds of baskets per game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy. I like the strategy of football. I like it's almost like a battle in a way, and it's interesting. Baseball's just slow, meandering, and I do like something that I think it was Carlin who pointed out. It's like every sport runs on a timer except for baseball.
Yeah, I remember that routine of his.
Yeah. And, I just not a fan of tennis. I think curling is hilarious.
Oh, I
Uh,
love curling.
and I mean, unless people get into a fight, I don't really care about hockey. I
What?
mean, let's face it, hockey is basically soccer with sticks.
Okay, okay. So
You
what?
know.
You went to a fight and a hockey game broke out?
No, see, that's the problem. There weren't enough fights. Like, I only wanted to be there for a fight to see two guys get pissed and beat the crap out of each other, and it doesn't happen nearly as much as the stereotype would imply.
Okay then. Now I have seen, I mean on television, yes, but I have seen some amazing damage done to players when the ice turns red.
Hmm. Well, I do like clean ball, though.
Clane ball?
Yeah, it's exactly like hockey, except there's no skating or puck. You just hit each other with sticks.
Oh, okay then. Okay then. Tayo korostu.
You know. Actually, that's sort of a paraphrase of a line from Alf.
All right, I remember Elf. Jete carasienta.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Hmm. I feel like I
Yeah.
haven't really had a proper dinner yet. I was noshing on some pumpkin seeds, and that's
Oh
like
my.
it.
I haven't had much to eat today either, to tell you the absolute truth. I was asleep most of the day.
Actually, I've spent a lot of time sleeping lately, but I think it's because of the COVID shot.
Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me at all.
And you know what? It's been like 3 days, and my arm is still a little sore. Not as sore as it was this morning, but jeepers.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
not.
think part of why I haven't had any food yet, or like dinner yet, is because there's really nothing in the house I want.
Hmm.
That's often a problem. You ever look in the fridge and go, why did I buy this stuff?
Yes, many times, many
Well,
times.
actually, no, I take that back. I mean, I know why I bought it. It's more a matter of why didn't I buy anything I want? Or did I eat all the stuff that I want? It's like right now I could totally go for some fruit or popsicles. I want something light, maybe juicy. I don't necessarily want the tater tots or pizza I have in the freezer.
Right, right. Now I'll tell
I
you,
gotta,
many times I want something that's a certain kind of sweet. And I'm really having a hard time describing the kind of sweet I'm after.
well,
It's
what has it?
um, might be something like a sweet savory something.
No, 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 no. Name a food.
That's that's one of my problems is I'm having a hard time coming up with a food that has what I'm after.
I tend to like things that are a bit light and maybe not super, super, super flavorful. I mean, grapes comes to mind, or
Oh,
apples.
okay, okay, yeah. The
Nothing that's too overwhelming. I mean, like I definitely don't want apricots or pears.
okay then, yeah. Because you're not one for the cloying stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I like grapes the way I like celery. It's just that grapes are sweet and celery is not.
yeah, I don't know exactly what celery is, but it's definitely in its own category. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, it barely has a flavor. I like to eat it just for the moisture.
Okay, okay.
It's kind of like the way I like popsicles, but I don't mean, like vanilla ice cream covered in chocolate popsicles. I mean, like, like Italian ice on a stick,
Yeah, huh? Yep.
you know.
I'm so disappointed. I really can't have popsicles the way I'd like to have them sometimes because I get started on the popsicles and I retain that fluid and the kidneys just don't like that sort of thing.
God, I'm tempted to.
Back in the day, I could piss it all out, and it was no big thing.
I'm tempted to leave this show and go shopping.
Oh my.
Because there's some stuff I definitely want. Yeah, it's funny. Who was it here? Someone mentioned it. Here we go. Is Shadow Kitty. Never go food shopping when you're stoned. Saturday we get recreational dispensaries.
Oh my, you're gonna be at the front of the line, aren't you?
Well, that's the thing is I'm not sure if I should just go or if I should be lining up like it's a Star Wars sequel,
I like it.
I mean,
Oh.
that's the thing is like, I don't know if there's going to be this major rush or if I can just casually walk in and buy stuff. I mean, this is a college town. There's like at least 2 colleges, if not 3, within screaming distance,
Okay,
I mean,
then.
there's, let's see, well, okay, at least 3, because there's UVM, and there's Champlain College, and then there's St. Michael's College. I think Trinity is gone. And I swear there's at least another college somewhere, but I can't think of it. But yeah, I mean, so, and of course school's in session, it's the fall. So all of these college kids are probably going to be going, dude, weed.
Okay.
So, and also, I don't know if they're going to have vapes, which means I might have to learn how to use weed in a non-vape form. And I've never actually done that. Like, I've never packed a bowl before. I've used someone else's bong, but she loaded it. So I don't know exactly how to get started on that shit.
Man, I don't know if I remember how I used to do it, and I probably need a bong in my hands to get the muscle memory back. and
Ooh, I forgot. Oranges are lovely. I love oranges.
Oh God, yes, oranges are very yummy and tasty, and I'm not allowed to have them. Damn it.
Well, keep in mind, notice you could draw a Venn diagram of the qualities of all the fruits I've mentioned, and also celery, and you'll find the overlap tends to be very juicy, not super heavy,
Yeah.
very light.
Yeah.
It's that seems to be, and not so sweet that it's overwhelming.
I'm trying to remember what it is in oranges that I'm not allowed to have. I think it's the phosphorus.
Well, I don't know. It's weird to me how people talk about like, oh, I don't like citrus. It's too acidic. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't react to those acids. Like citric acid doesn't do a thing.
Okay, then.
It might even be why I like it.
I mean, I dearly love oranges. I could eat half a bag at a sitting back in the day.
Well, I used to get clementines until like the quality declined big time. But, I mean, for the longest time, I was like not really getting them because I could just get regular oranges. And then one day I decided, oh, what the hell? Or maybe someone brought some clementines somewhere and I tried one and I was like, oh my gosh, where's this been all my life? And then I just would buy these huge bags of basically mini oranges. And, I'd eat like 5 or 6 of them in a sitting. It was great.
Tasty.
But then,
yummy.
like, all of a sudden, the quality went seriously downhill, and I don't know why.
It's been a long time since I've bought a bag of oranges, so I couldn't tell you basically when they started going downhill.
Well,
But I
I
do
mean, the
agree that they
oranges were
did.
mostly fine. It was the clementines that went downhill.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, there's just something about a couple of orange slices. Okay, see, now I'm starting to have cravings. I should just go to the supermarket, buy like some oranges, some grapes, and some popsicles, and just go to town.
There you go. Or
And I really haven't had much dinner today. Like, I have a frozen pizza in the fridge, and I'm like, okay, sure, the air fryer has to do a preheat. But once it's preheated and I put that pizza in 6 minutes from frozen to done. 6 minutes. I love my air fryer.
Oh my.
I'm just not in the mood for pizza.
And then an extra minute and a half to shove the pizza down your gullet, right?
Something like that. There was a time I used to take pizza and just basically like roll it up and sword swallow the fucker. Metaphorically, of course, but I could inhale a pizza like nobody's business.
Oh my. I actually had a pizza last week. I don't know what it was that convinced me that I wanted to buy, but it was one of those 18-inch pizzas. Just put it on my 18-inch pizza plate and stick it in the oven.
Well, the pizza I have, believe it or not, I found a supreme pizza with nothing on it I hate.
Oh wow.
It's like pepperoni, sausage, red and green peppers, and oh, what the hell's the other one? There's something else. No mushrooms. I am so happy. No fucking mushrooms.
Oh wow. Yay.
You know, I mean that's rare for a supreme pizza, but oh my gosh, I was so delighted when I found it.
Now this pizza that I just described, what amazed me about it is that I didn't have to buy extra stuff. You know, like a bag of pepperoni and another pound of sausage, you know, because so often the pizzas don't have enough stuff. It's all bread and a little bit of cheese, and that's it.
You're buying the wrong pizzas.
Well, I'm shopping for price basically, and then I blow the price when I buy the extra stuff to put on it.
I like my parents are weird about food. There was once they bought, you know, like a pizza crust, empty of course, put some, you know, sauce on it, and then sprinkled a tiny bit of cheese over it. And I'm like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? If you can see the sauce, there's not enough cheese.
There you go. There you go.
You know, and then they tried to cut, they didn't have a pizza cutter. They cut it with scissors, for fuck's sake.
I remember you saying that the first
Oh
time.
my gosh, what's wrong with my parents? There's just something so wrong with them. On the other hand, they do care a lot about me. My dad's the one who bought me that air purifier to help with my allergies.
Oh yay!
So,
There's
you know, and
yay
actually, I
bionic
feel
dad.
better already. That's the thing, is I feel better already.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Now you say they're going back to Mexico pretty soon, right?
Like October 17th, I think.
Okay, you've got a little bit of time yet. Okay, that's a
Something
good
like
thing.
that anyway.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you know that axe throwing I've been doing?
Yeah.
I joined a league. That starts like the first Monday in October, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh boy.
No idea how I'll do against other competitors, but it might be, you know, an opportunity to make some new friends.
Okay, that would be good. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be Moo.
Sand
And-
squirrel.
And TV Tube is complaining that we're going to kill his diet.
Yeah, well, you know, your willpower is not my responsibility. Yeah.
Te estoy roja, me le get up on ye, que quieres say? Anyway, oh my. Celery is botanically an herb. I know you said that a while ago. It's just.
Well, it's the wrong kind of herb. I don't think you can smoke celery.
I suppose you could try. I don't know if it's going to get you anywhere.
Maybe put it in a vaporizer.
Okay, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see. We got some DMing going on here. I always knew them as, what was it, a PM, a private message?
Yeah, I remember that too. I don't know when it changed to DM. In my world, DM is Dungeon Master.
Daí Corosto. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't want this Tron Runner game because it's clearly based on the sequel, that piece of shit sequel.
Okay, then.
No, Tron 2.0 is better.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's weird to say that because it's so much more primitive.
Okay. Oh my.
Yeah. So a friend of mine posted on Facebook about like, taking hikes with friends and how much fun it is. And I said, I like to take hikes with friends, but I hate having to walk home alone. Yeah. She didn't get it. Oh well.
That's that Stephen King story, isn't it?
What?
Doesn't it have something to do with it or something like that?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. But no, I sort of based it on another joke. The one clown and a 5-year-old boy were walking through the woods at night. Little boy turns to the clown and says, "I'm scared." And the clown says, "Well, how do you think I feel? I have to walk home alone."
That's what I was thinking of right there.
Well, I mean, there's a clown in It, but that joke is not from It. It's just the, clowns are scary meme.
Okay then, Moo. I was never frightened of clowns. I know many kids are, but I wasn't.
I was never frightened by clowns, but I was definitely unimpressed.
Okay.
Like, I never understood what the big deal was supposed to be. I never found them particularly funny. The face paint just looks dippy, and don't get me started on the outfits. What's the point? I
Right.
don't see the point of the clown. I would rather watch a stand-up comedian.
No, I definitely saw the point of the rodeo clown.
Wow. Oh my gosh, did you see this? There's this thing I saw where like these people put themselves inside these giant inflatable balls and then let a bull bounce them around.
What? Jesus. That sounds
I'm
crazy.
not even kidding. Like, I wish I could remember what it was called, but it was so screwy. And like one guy, like you could clearly see that the bull's horns hit his leg. And I
Oh
was
my.
like, oh, dearie me.
That's nuts. Okay. Count me out on that one.
Bloggerty, I don't see Black Ice on Steam for $3. I see it for 20.
Oh my.
I don't know what it is either. Well, it looks like a sort of hacking game, like Shadowrun style or whatever, jack in and hack a computer, but yeah, I don't see it for $3. Oh, well.
Checker ese Moo.
Looks
Okay.
interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's the $20 version.
Yeah. But I have so many unplayed video games as it is. There's a bunch of games I bought them and then, like, I guess I got distracted or something and never played them.
There's a game I bought because Kitty was talking about it, and then we've somehow not got around to playing it. Well,
What
she's not
game?
been feeling too well.
What game?
Oh, what the heck? V something, I think it's called.
Oh, that is not helpful.
I can't remember can't remember the name of the game, and
V Rising?
yeah.
Oh. Definitely not my kind of game. I'm looking at it. It's very horror. Not my thing. Oh yeah, awaken as a vampire, hunt for blood in nearby settlement, blah, blah, blah. No, thank you.
Moo.
Nah. I have a bunch of games where I don't even remember buying them. Aces High 3. Where the hell did I get Aces High 3 from?
Jeez, that sounds like something you would find on the Game Show channel.
Well, no, it's planes.
Oh, okay.
Airplanes?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember buying War Thunder either.
I just don't see you as a combat game type.
I love combat games. It's just, I don't remember buying these, especially since they seem to be mostly World War II. Screw that.
Oh my. Yeah, I
Um,
definitely don't see you as a World War II type.
no, give me a nice F-14 or something. Let's see, there's other games here. Well, I know I bought that one. I don't remember buying The Tape.
The tape.
It seems to be like a game where you're watching security tapes, and I guess you're supposed to solve a mystery or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember buying the Stanley Parable. I don't even know what the hell it is. It's just a bunch of these I don't
Could
recognize.
some of them have come in packages?
I don't know, maybe. I know a couple of them were gifted to me, but
Daj ukorostu.
I don't know. Well, okay, if Aces 3 is free, Bloggerty, I don't remember putting it in my library. I don't know.
Mehtaja garasto bekanik.
A couple of these I definitely did buy, but I don't remember, or I haven't really played them. I mean, or at least not much. I figure what's going to happen is when I'm done with Quinn Redshift and I don't feel obligated to use my time for that, I'll probably play most of these games then.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it makes a difference, you know. Part of me feels like I need to finish this thing.
I can believe that. You've been working on it for how many
5 years. Like
5 years.
5. But I'm pretty close to done. I mean, I'm on like page, what, 36, 37, I don't know. It's a 43-page script, and I'm most of the way through it. And actually, the last couple of pages, there's less lip sync than I remember.
Okay.
So, let's see.
So I predict.
Right, I'm on page 37 of 43.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so really close to done.
I can imagine you're going to launch a celebration when you finally finish it, huh?
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I don't want to just put it up.
Or
You
is
know,
it-
in fact, I might go looking for a test audience first to make sure there's nothing that needs fixing.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
I mean-
because I want it to be something I'm proud of, and I want it to be something that people will enjoy. I think people will enjoy it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm too close to the project to be able to tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it being done because I really want to see this. I want to see the whole banana.
Well, it's getting there, and I figure it's probably going to end up being just shy of a half hour long.
Oh, well.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on how many minutes the final scene takes up. I can't imagine it taking more than 3, but I'm at like 22 minutes already, so we'll see.
So wait a minute. It's 22 minutes long, right? That one scene is 22 minutes long?
No. It is 22 minutes long so far, the total thing.
Oh, okay.
But
thought for a
I'm
minute
not
there-
done, so there's going to be, I think in the end, the whole thing will be just shy of a half hour.
No, I thought for a minute there it went through an entire inflation stage, the way the early universe allegedly did.
Although actually it did when I was writing the script. There was a section that I kind of, like, I was a little stuck, you know, and a friend of mine made a suggestion, and I was like, holy shit. But it ended up increasing my workload like you wouldn't believe. But it was the right move. It really was.
Okay then.
Like, I actually had a character who was going to be a different character, but sort of I adapted him and made him a different character, and it so worked better.
Oh, well, that's very moo. Yes.
But one thing I've been thinking about is like maybe even before I put it up on YouTube, trying to find like a theater or something so I can show it live, because it looks really good on a big screen.
Okay, then.
You know, I'd love to show it to an audience that way, but at the same time, I might be so excited that it's done that I'll upload it right away because, God damn it, I've been working on it so long.
All right, Bloggerty, I kind of like that idea.
So,
Bloggerty wants me to change the channel name to Ray Comfort's Banana.
sounds a little suggestive.
Well, I have to wonder.
I love how these religious types make shit up and call it logic. Like, I mean, okay, Ray Comfort is completely wrong about the banana, because the banana, as we know it today, was effectively genetically engineered by humans, but the hard way, not in a lab, but,
Right,
you know,
right.
selective breeding. But, you know, and he's trying to say, oh, it's the perfect fruit because God designed it with this and that and the other feature. And it's like, dude, God had nothing to do with it. But, you know, in his mind, he was probably going, see, you know, it's like I figured it out. This has to be evidence and stuff. And I've seen it so many times from theists where they come up with this justification for their belief by pointing to something that so doesn't mean what they think it is.
Yeah. Oh, my. Well, it makes sense to me in a way where their gods are they are designed and executed by them. You know, the theist believes in the God he invented.
Yeah, but they don't think they invented it. That's the thing. Is
Yeah, right.
they and a lot of them, like, they look at scripture and they interpret it their own way,
Yeah.
not realizing that it's, you know, their own spin.
Yeah.
Because you know, like I used to say that everybody who believes in a God has their own God in their head, their version, and there may be a lot of overlap, you know, between their version and someone else's version, but I guarantee you that nobody has the same vision of God in their head.
Right.
You
Yes.
know, and so, like, they make up the God, yes, but not intentionally, not consciously.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, they have absolutely no idea what they're doing, but they are doing it, and it's crazy.
I mean, it's kind of the way, like, when I'm reading a sci-fi or fantasy book, I will often get a mental image of the characters that doesn't at all match the author's description of them.
Right.
You know, like there is a character in the Vlad Telltose series by Stephen Bruce named Marolin. Now, that's the series I'm rereading in prep for the new book that's coming out. And like, I got to a section where he describes Marolin, and I really read it critically and went, wow, that is so not the way I ever pictured him.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like, so, and it doesn't help that a lot of the cover art of books will bias me. You know, like there is a creature in those books called a Jereg, and that creature features prominently in the story. But if you read the description in the book, it doesn't look a damn thing like what you see on the cover, because the cover is clearly meant to be a Jereg, and it doesn't look anything like one at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they get the head wrong. The head's supposed to look like a snake. They made it look like a dragon. The neck is supposed to look basically like a snake's body, and they made it look like a dragon. The wings, okay, fine. They got that close. But it's just that it doesn't look right. But for the longest time, I could only picture what was on the cover despite the descriptions.
Yeah.
It's very
Okay.
biased, you know, and so I'm sure that some of that same effect is going on in the heads of believers, where they have a mental image of God or Jesus or whatever that doesn't match what's in the fucking book, because, you know, everyone has their own little biases.
Oh yeah, and it's more convenient that way because your Jesus or your God or whatever already agrees with you. I don't know. It's just
Well, I don't know.
craziness.
I mean, I've heard of some believers who have a lot of cognitive dissonance, you know, where they're like trying to reconcile what's in the book with their own feelings. You know, I've heard of people who've been like, oh, that what's in the book. I mean, it's God's word, and I have to believe it. But you know, I have heard that coming out of some of them.
Okay, yeah, I can imagine.
You know, it's kind of like that one guy, you know, he's like, well, if the Bible said 2 + 2 = 5, I'd believe it, and I'd try to incorporate it into my world, like reality be damned. You know, that guy, right? And it's like,
Yeah,
how do you reconcile the book versus reality when the two come into conflict? How do you say, well, the book wins?
yeah.
I couldn't do that. But at the same time, I kind of have to do that when I get the characters wrong. And then I read the description, I'm like, oh. Like I always kind of pictured Marolan looking like a dark elf. You know, like one of the drow from D&D, except with, you know, not pure white skin. And I don't mean Caucasian skin. I mean white like ivory skin.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
but
Okay.
then I read the description and no, he doesn't look a damn thing like that, and it's just, ugh. You know, for years I pictured him the wrong way, and now it's really hard to picture him as the author intended because I'm so invested in the way
Yeah.
I thought he looked.
Yeah. Especially when it makes a difference to the perception of the character.
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just a matter of the mental image I had in my head is wrong. That's all. Now, on the other hand, Alira kind of looks the way I pictured her, although I'm not sure if her hair is long or short. I don't think it's ever been really mentioned. But there was a comic book made out of the first book in this series, and she had like a bob. So that's kind of how I picture her now. Although I have to say the comic book really screwed up a lot of things.
Moo.
So, I don't know. You know what? I think I should go. It's like 9 o'clock, and I really want to go out and buy some fruit and popsicles now.
Oh wow, it is 9 p.m. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
it also takes me by surprise whenever you mention time and everything. We're in the same time zone now.
Yeah. It's been a bit of an adjustment where Sundays start at noon instead of 9.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, anyway, so I will see you evil geniuses later.
Okay, honey. You
Have
be
fun.
good. Yeah, you be good and have fun, and
Those
I
two
know.
are mutually exclusive, but
Yeah,
I'll
do the
see
best
you
you
later.
can. And I think I'm gonna kind of, take off too, as far as that goes. What do we have here? Oh, okay. You got a side conversation going. I see. Okay. Wait a minute. Bloggerty, making my sister very happy. Are you talking about the religion thing and everything? Allegedly, she was all happy with it. I don't know. In my own way, I kind of, in my own way, I kind of hope that her last thoughts were over Jesus. Yeah, but I don't know. I know that she kind of liked the idea of sticking it to the libs. So, okay. Oh well. Wait a minute. Popsicles. Who's talking about popsicles? I want popsicles. And I'll pack on 10 liters of fluid. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of take off too, if nobody minds, and stuff and things. And how long were we going anyway? Oh wow, couple hours there. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, isn't it? Oh my, yeah. And I don't know. I'll look around in the freezer and see if I can find any foodstuffs I wouldn't mind eating. Gotta think of something. I don't know. I won't do any foodstuffs shopping until tomorrow, of course, as I'm certainly not. Well, even if they are open now, I'm not sure. But going to Squall Mart at 2100 hours. I don't know. I don't know, TV Tube. How do you manage to do that? Oh my. Okay. Tell you what, kids. I want to thank everybody who's here. I want to thank everybody who's not here. Oh my. You guys keep me going, and I hate you for it. Oh, it's okay. I'll be back for more on Sunday, and looking forward to that and everything. Oh, what are you saying here, Purple? Frozen strawberries and pineapple apple chunks in your drinks instead of ice cream. Yeah, that sounds tasty. Sounds real tasty. But yeah, everybody, thanks a lot, really. I mean, thank you for appreciating this stuff enough to come around every time. Oh, I don't know, Purple. Yeah, it is kind of sweet, isn't it, TV Tube? Oh my, oh my. But thank you. I mean, thank you guys for liking this stuff. Really, I sincerely mean this. It's nice to know that I'm helping do something that you kids like. Um, that's makes me feel kind of useful, I guess. And it's a fun stream, and yeah, definitely fun. I know Sunday's stream was really, really nice. It was nice to put that together and get it out there and produce some really nice stuff. And let's do some more of that. We'll get there. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, chili. That's what I've got to do. I've got to make some chili for the weekend. That'll be nice. I know I've got some stew, some chunks of stew, and I can get that going with either a stir fry or a chili. Yeah, one of the two. That would be fun. I'd like that. Okay. Thanks, kids, for coming by, really, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. And in the meantime, thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side. Uh, Thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side. There we go. Yeah, we got that now. Tikarastotie. Where is? I've got to find the thing over here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, kids. Oh no. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will. Oh no, that's horrible. Gotta come up with some, yeah, some recipes that you can taste. That would be really good. Well, Sloth Girl, love you dearly. I really do. I've gotta give you a call. I know I've got your number and stuff. Okay, everybody. Take care, and as I said before, thanks a lot, troops. Well, that's kind of worth it. Yeah, being able to taste chocolate is very important. Definitely. Take care, everybody. Be good and have fun. Where's my thing here? Here it is.